We are going to get ready to dictate our spelling words for list 23. We're going to do the first 8 words on our first week learning together at home. For spelling dictation, you need your SWR log, a pencil, ruler, and a red pen. Let me grab an SWR log to demonstrate. All right, third graders, you're going to open to the next, get your SWR log, next blank page. Your pencil and red pen should be in your pencil box. We sent those home for you, and hopefully a ruler also made it in your bag. If I could find your ruler, it went in your bag as well. Okay, so open to your next blank page. We are on list 23, so at the very top, we're going to write list 23. Go ahead and do that, third graders, and do it in your really beautiful cursive for me, okay? All right, so our first word in list 23 is thief. So third graders, get your dukes up, please. Don't make me do this by myself. And we're gonna pound thief. How many syllables do we have in thief? Pound it with me, please. Thief. Pound it one more time. Thief. How many syllables did we hear? 1 syllable. We hear 1 syllable in thief. Thief has a couple of phonograms. We have th, 2 letters, I, piece of pie, which remember is spelled I-E, and then f, so f, E, f. Go ahead and write thief as a 1 syllable word on your chart. The thief took all the cookies. Thief. Okay, can you see that very well? We'll get this system figured out eventually. So our word is thief, and we're going to need to mark it. So what do you think we're going to mark in thief? If you said th, you are correct. So go ahead and use your ruler to underline th. And then we're also going to underline EI, piece of pie. We say it EI, even though it's spelled IE, because the sound it makes most often is the E sound. So th, EI, piece of pie, thief, thief. Make sure you spell thief the same way that I did, and then go ahead and write it a second time in your SWR log in your lovely cursive. Just like so. All right, put your pencils down, please. Put your dukes up. The next word we're going to do, third graders, is friend. Pound with me, please. Friend. Pound with one more time. Friend. How many syllables do we hear? 1 syllable in friend. Doesn't follow the rules. D. It says which is not normal. Not normal. It is an exception. We're EI. D, but it doesn't make that sound. My fingers aren't very good on this. D. All 1 syllable. Friend. Go ahead and write it below thief, please. Okay, and then I did tell you that there's an exception, so we're going to need to mark our EI. It doesn't say EI in this word, it says eh. We're going to underline and mark it with an X. It's not following the rules. It is an exception. There's nothing else that we need to mark. So go ahead and write it again in beautiful cursive. We spell F-R-I-E-N-D. Please make sure you spell friend that way in your SWR log. All right, put your pencils down, please. Put your dukes up. The next word is indicate. Indicate. A dark cloud might indicate a storm is coming, or we might get some rain. Indicate. Indicate means could be a sign of, maybe showing something. So indicate. Let's go ahead and pound it and see how many syllables we have in indicate. Indicate. That's a little longer. Let's try it again. Indicate. How many syllables did we hear? We heard 3 syllables in indicate. First syllable, n. Second syllable, d-I. Third syllable, k. A, t, silent final E. In, d, k, a, t, silent final E. Go ahead and write indicate with all 3 syllables right below friend in your SWR log. In, Silent final E. Third graders, please go ahead and sound it as you're writing it. Indicate. Did you spell it like I did? I-N-D-I-C-A-T-E is the correct spelling. What are we going to mark in indicate? Take a look at it. See what you can find. What are we finding? Yep, we've got that silent final E. We're going to double underline our silent final E. What job is our silent final E doing? It's making our A say A. So we're going to build a bridge from that silent final E back to the A that is making say A. Indicate. Once you've broken into 3 syllables and marked it, then in the column next door, go ahead and put it all together in beautiful cursive. Indicate. Indicate. All right. Don't forget to dot those I's. It's always a shame if we forget to dot I's or cross T's on our spelling. Our next word number 5, is explain. Explain. I'd really like to explain things clearly so that you understand them well. Explain. Pound with me, please. Explain. Pound with one more time. Explain. How many syllables do you hear? We hear 2 syllables. X-P-O-A, 2-letter A that we may not use at the end of English words. Explain. Go ahead and write explain right below indicate. Explain. 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 E-X-P-L-A-I-N is how we spell explain. What do we need to mark? We need to mark A, 2-letter A that we may not use at the end of English words. And you might say, but why? Why can't we use 2-letter A-A-I at the end of English words? Why? Because English words don't end in I. Explain. All right, once you've done that and spelled it like I have, go ahead and write next door, put it all together, no syllable divisions in, whoops, beautiful cursive. If you make a mistake, just erase it. Everybody makes mistakes, even Mrs. Coffee. X-O-A, cross our X, dot our I. Explain. All right, put your pencils down, please. Put your dukes up. Our next word is repeat. Repeat. Sometimes if you have a favorite song, you find that you're singing it on repeat again and again and again, quietly in your head. Repeat. Pound it with me, please. Repeat. Pound it one more time. Repeat. How many syllables did you hear? 2 syllables. E. E, use E, A, eat bread, steak, T, repeat. Go ahead and sound it as you write it, repeat, and write it right below explain. E-A, T, repeat. All right, third graders, what do we need to mark and repeat? If you said E-A, you're absolutely right. Go ahead and underline E-A, that we use in eat bread, steak. Here it's making its first sound, E. Once you've done that, please write it a second time with no syllable breaks. Repeat. Lovely. Okay, put your pencils down, please. Put your dukes up. Our next word after repeat is sentence. Sentence. Every sentence starts with a capital and ends with an end mark. Sentence. Pound with it, please. Sentence. Pound with it one more time. Sentence. How many syllables do you hear? 2 syllables that we hear. S, e, n, t, e, n, s. Silent final E. S, s, e, n, t, e, n, s. Silent final E. Sentence. Go ahead and write. Well, that was the first of what I'm sure will be more technology mishaps. Sorry about that. Okay, back on again. Sentence. Go ahead and write sentence right below repeat. And I hope not to repeat that little fiasco again. Sentence. S-E-N-T-E-N-C-E is the correct spelling of sentence. Take a minute, third graders, and think what we might need to mark in sentence. What do you see there? Silent final E. Definitely need to double underline our silent final E. We'll use our ruler so that we keep it nice and neat. And why are we double underlining this silent final E in sentence? What rule? If you said rule 3, you are right, because this C is, or sorry, I apologize, this E is making the C say S. So we're gonna put a little 3 by it because it's following rule 3. And then because the C says S, we're also going to underline our C. So we've double underlined our E, single underlined our C, and put a little 3 beside it. Sentence. C says S because of the E. All right. Put your pencils down, please. Put your dukes up. Our next word is reprove. And reprove means a gentle correction. The Bible tells us that it's loving to reprove our brothers and sisters, and that would be to let them know if we see a sin in their life that they're repeating. And sometimes that can be hard to hear, but it is loving. So the Bible tells us that a foolish man does not like reproof, but a wise man does. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee, it says in Proverbs. So our word is reprove. Let's pound it together. Reprove. Pound it with me one more time. Reprove. How many syllables do we hear? 2 syllables. This word in English would be pronounced reprove. Here in America, we tend to say reprove, but correct pronunciation would be reprove. So that's how we spell it. E, re, p, u, v, silent final E. Reprove. Reprove. E, p, o, u, v, silent final E. Reprove. Go ahead and write that in 2 syllables for me. Reprove. Mrs. Coffee forgot to write sentence a second time. So if you haven't done that yet, you can do that too. Sentence. What do we need to mark and reprove? We need to mark our E. A-E-O-U usually says A-E-O-U at the end of a syllable. So we're going to double underline our E. Then we also need to, boy, I'm a mess. Single underline that E, but we do need to double underline our silent final E. So we'll double underline this one. And then, why is that E there? Anybody know the rule? Think about it for a minute. It's not making the O say O, so can't build a bridge back to there. Reprove. A-O-U, reprove. The O is making its 3rd sound. But why is that E there? Anybody know? The E is there because English words don't end with V. So that's rule 2. So we're going to go ahead and put a little 2 by that. So we've single underlined our first E, double underlined our final E, put a little 2 by it, and then put a 3 over the A-O-U and reprove because it's making the 3rd sound. And then write the second time, reprove. All right, last word for this session. Our final word for this session, halfway through our spelling list, is request. Request. I have a special request that you try your best as you're learning at home. Request. Pound it with me, please. Request. Pound it one more time. Request. How many syllables do you hear? 2 syllables. E. Q always needs a U. U is not a vowel here. Est. Request. Request. Go ahead and write request, broken into 2 syllables, please. Request. Request. It is spelled R-E-Q-U-E-S-T. 3rd graders, what do we need to mark in request? A-E-O-U usually says A-E-O-U at the end of a syllable, so we'll underline our E. And then we're also going to underline our qu. Q always needs a U. U is not a vowel here. Quit. After you've done that, please write in lovely cursive with no syllable breaks. Request. Okay. Let's look back over our words again. We have thief, friend, indicate, explain, repeat, sentence, reprove, and request. Nice job. I'll see you next time for the rest of our spelling list.